Hello, welcome back. I'm so glad that you have joined me to hear tip 2 for planning meals. I do firmly believe that planning helps make everything else for the week go with less havoc. I'm going to say that because there's always unpredictabilities. So I shared yesterday a tip for meal planning that was very simple, just lists. Today is a little bit more strategic planning, but it's my one that I prefer because it actually gives me something concrete more. And I'm going to explain that here in a second. So there's going to be some math involved. So get out your handy dandy calculators because you may want to plan something a little different than how I plan. I plan for all year. What? Yes, I plan for all year because my recipes don't change much. My family doesn't necessarily like the changes of stuff. I like variety, hence eating out. That will be our variety of life. But at the same time, consistency is wonderful. It also helps the pocketbook to plan accordingly. So I am planning for 365 days, which I do realize it could be backwards because I'm making sure I'm at least in the screenshot. So I'm planning for 365 days in the year. Okay. I know that I want 52 days to be leftovers. Every week I want us to have leftovers. So that takes out my planning dinners to 313. Okay, this is how I've worked mine. So I only have to plan out 313 meals for the whole year. For dinner, let me specify, for dinner. So when I did this, I wrote down every single thing that I could think of that I normally cook. I like to experiment with recipes, don't get me wrong. I can obviously insert those in. You'll see here in a second how I can do that. And it changes things up. But to have something concrete, to make a grocery list, I have about 33 items that I make consistently. So what I did is I divided 313 by 33. Those are my meals that I know that I make regularly. Okay? Then I got this answer like 948th tenth. So about, oops, my about sign is funny. Let's turn it this way. About 10 times I need to use these meals. Okay? So what did I do? I printed off a calculator. You could definitely at this time go into ChatGPT or one AI thing and say, use these recipes 10 times in the year. And it will do it for you and give you a PDF to print. I just put them in myself. I printed off a blank. We're in May. And I printed off a blank calendar for the next year, like all the way to December. And I just started plugging in and tally marked. I used one, plugged it in, tally marked it. I plugged it in, tally marked. You go on to the next ones, you see. And so as soon as each one of them hit about 10, I knew I was done, filled in the rest with things that we like to have extra of, like we don't mind having duplicates of. But that's how I did it. And so when I mentioned a moment ago, so I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to have, maybe I don't want to have leftovers this night. Maybe I want to try something different. Can easily plug it in. Why planning this for me makes life easier? Because now when I go into this week of going to the grocery store, I know what I need. I'm going to get all the items that I need for these ingredients. One day I'll be so efficient, all I gotta do is grab the recipe, drop it in, and it's gonna go into my grocery cart. Like, that would be wonderful. I'm not there yet. I'm not that ahead of the game, but I am ahead of some game. Because seriously, planning every week was very mind-boggling. What do you want to have? I'd ask everybody, what's something you want for the next week? Nobody knew. And I'm still trying to figure out, what do I even make? I feel like I don't make we don't have the same things every time. Well, no, I actually do have a variety. I just don't remember them. So here we go. Here's a way. And so it makes grocery buying easier. It makes the not knowing what we're doing easier because now we know that. And so I did plan on our swim days that are going to be coming up. We go swimming. It's a whole day event. I don't want Thursdays to be hard dinners. I want them to be easy soup dinners or finger food dinners, like things that are easy for me to make. So when you're having baseball practices, football practices, whatever practices, you can plan those accordingly also. So I'm curious to know, what are your tips, your tricks? And this is not my generated brain, by the way. This is somebody else's that I had seen. I wish I knew her name. Credit to her. But you could even, by the way, break this off differently. You could split it seasonally. Maybe you live in a place where you want more soup because you're soup people. We're not soupy people. So I didn't plan seasonally. These are my 33 meals that I make, and this is what it is. But definitely you could plan the more winter menu and break your year into two, and I would definitely love to go over that with you. So if you're interested, just let me know, message me, and I'll be glad to help you with the math part.